What's going on, guys? Welcome back. And today, as you can see, there are a couple Looney Tune characters in front of me, Bugs and Daffy, but that's not really the point. I'm going to do kind of an early WIP, basically showing off new ideas and stuff that I've come up with, a new series that I will be doing. So without further ado, let's talk about it. So, of course, I do have the Looney Tune characters, some of them that got in the new Lego Looney Tunes CMS series, right? Look at them, they're cool. You get literally all the characters. I have literally all the characters except Porky and some of the accessories. So, yeah, so I got Sylvester, Roadrunner, as you saw, very inaccurate, but who cares? Tweety, Speedy Gonzales, Marvin the Martian, Daffy, another Daffy. I got a couple duplicates from a couple Amazon purchases. From getting the 6-packs. So I've got 3 Daffies, but the second one's on something. I got 2 Bugs, but another custom's on there. Of course, we'll get to that later in the video if you guys want to know. And I also have Wiley Coyote, Taz, one of my favorite Looney Tunes, and Lola, and Petunia. And I think I have a couple other ones, but that's basically giving the idea of the Looney Tune character. So, of course, the only one that I'm missing is Porky, but that's not really the thing that I'm saying, oh, I got Porky, I have not gotten him yet, but still. Of course, let's talk about a new project. So, when I heard that there was going to be a Lego Looney Tunes, I was pretty happy. I was going to wonder what they would do for Series 2. There's a lot of things Lego could do for Series 2. They could do a random series where they get a whole bunch of random customs, a whole bunch, not random customs, but a whole bunch of random figures. You guys can see there's a little sneak peek for another character. But they could get a whole bunch of mini Looney Tune characters, put them all in one series. Like they could do a Toon Squad customs. They could, not customs, why do I keep saying custom? Toon Squad minifigures. They could do the figures that we missed in this series. They could do a lot of things. Or they can do something completely different and new that is related to Looney Tunes. So when I heard of it, I thought that it would be a great idea to basically, if they wanted to do a kind of really cheap way to do a different one, and it's totally possible if Lego puts their mind to it, to do Tiny Toons, a Series 2 that would be Tiny Toons. Because literally, you can make the argument that all of the characters that you got from Series 1 is basically the same exact mold, just recolored. If you guys have not known what Tiny Toons is, it's getting a remastered series in the future. One of my favorite series growing up. But of course, literally, Roadrunner is orange and yellow, but there was a couple figures that are unique, like Taz, Dizzy Devil, which of course, if you know, he has no ears and horns. He has a big giant propeller hat. So yeah, and Tweety has new molds. So you would have to do a little new molds to make the characters unique. But literally, it's totally possible to do, and I would really be happy if they did make a Series 2, which was Tiny Toons, but I guess we'll get a Series 2 with I don't know, Yosemite Sam and Elmer Fudd, and yeah, I think we'll get those characters in the next series. But of course, let's talk about the new things. So we'll get back to Looney Tunes. One of the new customs that I kind of painted up was the Tinker from Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, and of course here she is. And I did get the Lloyd hood and paint it in purple. I think there are a little bit of dark spots on here. Yep. And then the torso is red hoods that I painted purple. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I also did get the other day Black Panther arms, but I have not told anybody this, but it's from China. You can tell because Lego would never do this, but if they did do arm printing. So basically the head is the one that everybody used for their Black Panther these days if they collect knockoffs, which MGF, which he did the Ultimate Black Panther helmets, remembering Chadwick Boseman, which did play the actor. But if you guys see, yes, you do see it correctly. This silver thing, the printing is good. This arm's great. But this printing just got moved up, and the line isn't up here, as you guys can see on this one. It's not the same on this one. So now he has a van brace and an arm brace. He literally has one to block and one to save his shoulder but it's not really that big of a deal. The legs are probably my favorite because they turned out the best. Of course, the torso, of course, the figure did come with, I think, a head for it, which, ooh, I actually have it in here. I didn't know that I had it. Hold on, let me pour it out. Let me actually pour out the torso, too. So, it did not come with extra arm, but it came with an extra hand, so I guess you gotta do that. But yeah, those are the figure pieces. So we have the torso, the original torso. I did the one from Marvel because, well, come on, this one's not really that good. And the head is, of course, a very good representation of the actor Chadwick Boseman, which I really think that did a great. I really think they did a great job. But the arm, I'm not that mad because I was really pissed off yesterday because I figured it out while I was doing custom figures. Wow, really? Okay, so yeah, there we go. I think it's a really good head. You guys can say otherwise in the comments down below. But I think the only thing that turned out good was the arm on this side and the legs and the head, because I don't really like that arm brace. Other than that, I did make the tombstone from Marvel Comics, which I did reuse the same torso that Norman Osborn uses, so yeah. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze, so I paused the camera so I don't have to sneeze on camera and you guys get grossed out or something. So yeah, now let's go back to Looney Tunes. So, I did start, so like I said, basically I'm going to be starting a long project that won't probably take, who knows, might be a long project, who knows. But it's going to be a long project making Tiny Toon characters from the series. And yes, I have already started taking parts from the original Marvel customs that I have been getting. So now I've went down another rabbit hole, which is Looney Tunes, and let's just say that Looney Tunes doesn't have that many characters that are very memorable in there. So basically what I'm going to try to do is have two Lego I guess you call it two Lego hobbies, which one is making a lot of Marvel customs, and let's just say that the Marvel figures will be coming very soon. All I need are another cap shield, a hammer, and some pieces from the Lego CMF series and the Doctor Strange game. That's literally it. And some other Captain America figures, but literally that is it. Because I am running close. Tiny Toons, however, you guys don't know how I'm going to approach it. I'm going to try to get all of the Looney Tune characters that you guys just saw. So basically, the ones that I will have to get again are... Now I'll say why. So, I already did complete two customs, which, looking at them, I'm really trying to make them different. I'm trying to make them different for each other, because literally, I basically took one of the figures and just recolored the figure to be one of the colors that I did, which you guys will see. I guess I'll stop talking. So, here is Buster Bunny. Of course, I did paint him. I think the paint is a little blotchy, is it? It's a little blotchy. But I think that I did a very good job. So what I did is I took the same... I guess we'll just take Bugs Bunny right here. I took the same exact... This is what Lego could do, man. Just change the head and maybe give us a new torso and leg print. But basically what I did is I took the Bugs Bunny head, painted all the gray that you see around here blue, then painted the whiskers on white because they don't have, usually they're kids, so kids don't get, I guess you could say, adult features. So, like, I guess we could look at Taz. Taz doesn't have his whiskers. Dizzy Devil doesn't have these black dots, whiskers. So that is different. So what I did is painted over the whiskers white, so if I wanted, I could run this under the sink and basically have another Bugs Bunny. But of course, then I painted the best of my ability trying to paint on the same exact tail, which I think I did a pretty close job. Of course, Legos is detailed, but who cares? But yeah, then the torso, I think I did a really good job. I think the belly, I don't think turned out that good because it kind of looks like a belt. So yeah, and then the feet, I think I did an okay job. So that is kind of what I'm going for the Tiny Toons. I really think this is the size I'm going for, because if you see I guess we'll get Taz or something. If we give him long blue legs, he looks more like Yosemite Sam. He don't look like Tiny Toons. If you look at them in the show, if you guys don't know Tiny Toons, what are you guys doing here? You guys can skip this part and go in the future. But I do have blue legs I will probably be using for a Yosemite Sam custom. But if we remove those, literally, if you give him these legs, they're good, but he looks way too tall. He looks like a teenager because Buster Bunny and the rest of the cast of the Tiny Toons are basically tiny. They're really tiny, and they're basically all the way down to his leg. Like, barely to his leg. They're all the way down to his calf in the actual show. They're really not that big, so I tried to make the best of my ability to make them tiny. I really think I did really good on it. I might update the eyes, so yeah, that is one of the Tiny Toon customs, so let's just remove them. Another one that I actually did complete, of course, if you guys guessed it, it's Plucky Duck, because of course he is the only character that is kind of, so what I did for the head is I painted it green. I will these are kind of WIPs, I guess, but here's Daffy Duck. And the thing I really don't like is that the head is basically a recolor. They didn't make a custom figure that had an open mouth, so yeah, it's just going to be very similar. So the torso is painted by me, back and front. Oh my god, wow, that is... Yeah, these are definitely WIP, so I'm going to work on that. I did not know that had a big giant scratch on it. Yikes. Anyway, the tail is Daffy Duck's painted in green, and then the flippers are painted the best of my ability to be orange flippers, which are not that bright, so yeah. Anyway, now let's talk about the characters that I need duplicate of. So, we have the first figure. You guys will be laughing your butts off, but... Bugs Bunny. You guys might be wondering, why do you need another Bugs Bunny? You already have 3. Are you going to make Big Chungus? No, I'm not going to make Big Chungus. I was planning on making him, but I just, I was basically going to take a thing, sculpt a ball, put it on the front of the torso, paint it the same exact color as Lego did, and paint the eyes different. That's kind of it. Another figure is, I guess it's going to be a she. So what I'll do is I'll make this into Babs Bunny, of course, basically Lola's counterpart, but the ears will have to have sculpting on the side for bows, and then the mouth and eyes will have to be completely redone. So yeah, basically I can keep the mouth a little bit. Next character I need is who is it? Where is he? It's a he. I guess you guys didn't know that, but it is Taz. Like I was saying, what I will do, I actually have an image in my mind. I actually said it, actually did it today, but I painted, so what I did is I paint, basically this is what I want the mouth to look like. I want the mouth to look like this. So the mouth will have to be like that. The mouth will only have 2 teeth on the top, 2 teeth on the bottom with baby teeth because he has baby teeth. So what I did is I painted over this tooth right here to be the same color, red. And I painted over these 2 teeth on the bottom, black, which you can kind of see the paint still there. I wanted to test it out. I know it was kind of stupid doing that, but I wanted to test it out, see what it would look like. I think it turned out okay. So yeah, there's a bit of paint right there. I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. No, it's not permanent paint. It's but yeah, this might be the head that I use for Dizzy Devil anyway, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, I will fix that up. But yeah, the eyes up here will be painted black as well. Not the eyes, but these will be painted black. The teeth right here will be basically all this part will be painted black. And then the whiskers up here will be painted the color of the figure. That I paint this, so no whiskers. The nose will be black still, and then the eyes I will completely have to redo those and get rid of the tail and make little legs. So that's kind of the idea, and also shave off the top of the horns and the ears to make kind of a dome kind of thing, and then sculpt the front of this hair off. So I can eventually actually take, I actually saw this, wow, I've said actually multiple times. I do have some of the parts I use for the characters. I will have to make new legs for them, but this is kind of what I'll go for. As you guys know, this is the Propeller Hat. So if Lego did, this is basically forcing Lego to make a series 2 of Tiny Toons because he has the same exact propeller. I'm actually gonna look it up right now. I am telling you, they have to make it a new series for Tiny Toons because. Sorry, that's Google. But literally, they have the same exact way. Yeah, basically this in white. So I just figured that out right now. But basically, you make a new. If Lego did this, everybody would say, "Wow, that was coming." But nobody saw this. But I think I did because if they make a series 2, basically the blindest series, because Lego's gonna make a series 2 to these Looney Tunes, because if they do well, they make more. So basically, if they say exactly what they will do, basically they have to make new molds for some of them. You can use the same exact mold, but basically new molds for some of them, new prints, and that's it. And basically the same exact thing, but just with a cat on top. So I will shave down the hair so I can actually fit this on top. It actually goes on his back kind of like that. So that's how it goes, sculpted. So I can't hold it there, but yeah. And then the propeller, this will be sculpted in. So the only thing that you'll be able to access is the top of the hole. So that's kind of what I'm going with. So yeah, just a really cool idea. Next up is Hampton J Pig, which is, I already finished the torso, and you guys might be wondering, oh, why'd you do that? Literally, the idea that I am going to come up with is Porky. So I get a Porky figure and basically put that on, and boom, there you go. Now I kind of wanted to make his vacuum, but this is kind of what I'm trying to go for. But once again, ran out of Sculpty. If you guys want to know how I ran out of Sculpty, well, let's just say this is why. This is how I ran out of Sculpty. I know I was, so it would be a very long time before I would get more. So yeah. Next character that I have to get another of is, we'll kind of speed this along. Not because I'm running out of time, but why not? Is Wiley Coyote once again, because he has a Looney Tunes counterpart, which I will repaint the colors and make him exclusive to the character that he is. Alright, who's next? Roadrunner, of course, once again, I'm going to use little legs like all of them. Maybe I might make him mid-legs because in the thing, I think he's really tiny, so I will make him basically this, recolored to be orange. So yeah, there it is. Okay, next character will be Tweety Bird, which once again, gonna sculpt the bow on top and then paint the whole thing pink. So there you go, make it a girl. This is not a girl, this is a boy. Okay guys, don't let the eyelashes fool you. Anyway, next up will be, Sylvester. And that's really it to make all the Tiny Toon characters. It's really funny, but that's all the Tiny Toon characters that you have. But now we're going to start off with characters, pieces that I need for other characters. So, Speedy Gonzalez will be used. I actually saw a video on this. I might link in the description, who knows. I would just look up Lego Looney Tunes Customs. But I will get another head of these so I can, of course, paint it to be Yosemite Sam. I'll also get 2 other Porkies. You might be wondering, huh? Why are you getting 3 Porkies? 1, I don't have one yet. 2 is the Tiny Toons one, and then the 3rd will be for Elmer Fudd. And then another Sylvester for Pepe Le Pew. Alright, I think that's it. And maybe a figure for someone else. But yeah, that is really it. And if you guys want to see all the figure legs that I might use, here they are. Here are all the legs that I could find today. Of course, a lot of them are tan. They probably will be repainted. So, of course, just look out on that. These will probably be repainted. These are all little legs that have not been looked at yet. So these are all the WIPs for the Tiny Toons. A skirt for Babs Bunny. And, of course, the vacuum. And the torso and legs for Hampton J Pig. So yeah, I think we're done now. So that is it for the, I guess a WIP. I guess I'll call it a WIP. But really not, just an update, I guess I'll call it. But really, What's basically, if you guys did not hear all that, I'm basically going to be making more customs. That's all you guys got from that. And also it will be cool because I will, if I do get the figures again, I will get their accessories. So I will get more cheeses and another hammer for, this hammer was stolen, but a hammer for Tweety. So yeah, it would be really cool. So anyway, if you guys are not subscribed, make sure to subscribe because literally you got, if some people make customs, correct? They make customs. They make cool customs, right? So they make purist customs like MGF, but usually MGF only makes custom from movies, which I'm completely different because I make them from comic books. Because I feel like some of the comic book outfits are better than the movies, and it's not an easy ticket because usually you gotta go through the hard way. So you gotta go through either the very straight road all the way down to the house, or you take the going through the crossway, which basically means that the straight road is basically MCU customs because all you gotta do is buy all the sets. That's all you gotta do. Buy all the sets, buy all the CMFs, and buy all that, and then update them while you go. And that's cool, but it's just a straight way down. But when you kind of make your own customs, like basically I want Looney Tunes characters, boom, you just buy the Looney Tunes characters. That was an easy ticket, but of course you guys also got to go through a crossway, which is basically making customs that would not be very easy. That's why I don't do MCU. Also because they have cooler costumes. Some of them are stupid and MCU does better, which that's why I've been integrating some figures like Miss Minutes, maybe Crocodile Loki, and some others, because literally some of them have the dumbest outfits ever, so you go for the MCU because they do it better. But some of them, like the one who remains or whatever, he who remains, there he is, has a better like figure. So, and then you really just think of them and you're all like, that's really cool. So that's why I make knockoffs, not knockoffs, custom minifigures that are based off the comic books. Because if I wanted a Star-Lord, I could just go to the Lego store, purchase UCS Star-Lord set, which I do. I have not purchased that yet. No, I'm gonna skip out on that set. But like you could do that, but it's just like Sometimes for Captain America, if they're really hard, then yes, you do that. For some characters, it's okay to get MCU because the costumes in the comics suck. But if you want to do some other characters that are really unique and cool, you can do that. If you guys want to know what the clipping is, it's actually this season sign. So, but yeah, I got a lot of Looney Tunes parts around here. So of course, that's going to be a project that I will be working on Tiny Toon characters, fixing them up, and making a showcase. It will probably be a minifigure Monday or something in the future. It won't probably be done this week because once again, gotta order all the pieces, which those kind of take a while, and also gotta earn them and basically earn the characters because it's not gonna be a straight down road. Once again, you gotta go through cross and turns to get what you want. So I won't be just purchasing them because if I did, it'd still take me a long time because I still have not gotten my Iron Man, Loki, and other things I got 3 weeks ago because of where I live. And some of them are from Hong Kong, all the way across the globe. So that's where Black Panther is. So I waited like 2 weeks and just got an arm brace and a shoulder brace. Not mad, because I'm not mad anymore. I was really mad. Then I saw a video and somebody had the same exact problem as me. And then I wasn't mad anymore because at least someone else had the same problem. Because, yeah. So, of course, if you guys love Tiny Toons, please leave comments down below. I would love reading you guys' comments and getting your suggestions. I don't do some of your suggestions because either I don't have it, I don't want to build it, sorry, and some others. So, but if you guys have good ideas for Tiny Toon stuff, I'm all ears of listening. So, of course, that is it. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony. Let's get out of here.